What is up, you guys? It is Matty here, and today I'm bringing you another Fallout video. This is the Fallout Hub. When you want Fallout videos and information, you come here, people. So before anything, if you want to know why PAX East is the perfect place to announce Fallout 4, check out my previous video. While you're at it, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. It's important we interact outside my videos. You guys help me make my videos. Also, if you're shopping on the following websites, just keep my discount codes in mind. That's all I ask for, but without further ado, let's get into the Fallout 4 wish list. Okay, so before we get into our first Fallout 4 wish list in quite some time, I just want to cover what's going to be happening on my channel now, because as you can tell, my uploads have been inconsistent. I've been uploading every other day, which I don't like now. I used to do that, but I love uploading every day now. So I've had to make some changes. So basically, over the weekends, alongside my Vault Chronicle videos, I'm also going to be making my Fallout lore videos alongside them. I'm not going to be uploading them on the weekend, but I'm going to take my Fallout lore videos that I make on the weekend and upload them throughout the week on Tuesday and Thursday like I always do, so I can still provide consistent content, because I get home at around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's just far too late for me to sit down, make a long video, and then still have time to do my homework and all that stuff, because, you know, school sucks and whatnot. But yeah, point being, I just want to let you guys know that you will see more consistency. I'm just going to have to kind of bust my ass over the weekend, but I got a 4-day weekend, so it's all good. So anyways, let's get into this. So the first request comes from Juka Rasmus, and this is about choices, which is something very important, something I should have covered earlier. But anyways, he says, I hope Fallout 4 will be nothing like Skyrim was/is. Skyrim is fun, but so simplistic and empty, where you can just do some random things with no real impact to anything. I hope that in Fallout 4, your actions leave huge, oozing scars to the world, and not just a little nod from townspeople or mentioning you on the radio. And I have to disagree with not wanting Fallout 4 to be like Skyrim. Like, Skyrim was for how fantasy-like it was, it felt like a completely real and breathing world. But yeah, I totally understand what you mean by the choices. If I recall correctly, you didn't really get any main big choices in Skyrim where you're like, should I do this or this? Skyrim really provided gameplay choices, like if you had to assassinate the queen or whatever, or the empress, you could, you know, sniper the bow and arrow. You could go through like the secret thing in the castle and come up behind her and just cut her throat. I mean, that was one of my favorite missions in the game. But yeah, I absolutely agree that I want these big, impactful choices that just make me really sit there and think about what I'm doing. Like, for example, the infamous scene where you're blowing up Megaton in Fallout 3. Like, that was right off the first, like, what, hour and a half of the game, and you're already making a choice like that, and you don't really see a choice as difficult as that. After that, I want more like that. Like, I want to have where, for example, I'm just going to take Mass Effect 3. Before I knew, personally, that all the endings were kind of the same, I decided that I would just, like, when I'm playing the ending, and I just couldn't pick, so I went and ate dinner, and I just sat there for like a half hour just trying to decide which ending I should pick, which I guess ultimately was a waste of time. But you get what I'm trying to say, is like, which one do I want to do? And that's what I want to have for Fallout. I want to have that same train of thought. And, you know, for a better, more relatable example, games like The Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us I haven't played yet, but obviously, you know, it runs along that same thing where choices matter and your choices have heavy impacts. So yes, absolutely, choices is something that we definitely need to see. Next is a more requested topic, and I'm kind of surprised at this one, but climbing, says RJ, and I absolutely agree with that. This is something that's very important to keep the gameplay versatile. It also, or vertical, I mean, not versatile. Also, it makes for the fact that a lot of times in Fallout, you know, you're going to be going around that big mountain that's always in your way, and instead of climbing up the rock, like a little ledge, you can climb up that. Instead, the game makes you like go the long way around, find a path, and like go up that, and you know, it's very complicated traveling, and I definitely love to see a climbing system. Also, for if I'm like sitting behind cover and I want to climb over it and kind of rush the enemy, it makes for a more action-packed and kind of seamless event, more so if I can climb, not jump, land on top of the thing I'm taking cover behind, and then jump off of it. Yeah, I would definitely love to see climbing in this game. It sounds like it's not a big deal, but when you really think about it, it's something that would just kind of make our lives a lot easier. Speaking of making our lives a lot easier, JR or Junior, I'm not sure which one, I apologize, Ramos says, if possible, no loading screens. And I have been spoiled by the next generation of consoles with games like Rise and Killzone Shadowfall, Forza, Need for Speed, where these loading screens are just like that. And, you know, the reason this really stuck out to me when I saw this comment is because I've just started my new playthrough, my third one, on BioShock Infinite, one of my easily my favorite game of the Xbox 360 and PS3 generation. Absolutely love that game. Oh my god, it's like a same game, but it's like it feels like a new experience each time. It's one of those games that you just want to forget what happened and pick it up and play it again and just like be mind blown again. Such a good game. But anyways, point being is that one beef I'm starting to have with the game after playing so much next gen is that these loading screens between levels just totally throw me out of the mix. I'd love to be in Fallout, and instead of, you know, it says like open door to whatever cave, and then, you know, I actually open the door and walk in, not like, you know, you press A, loading screen pops up, and then you're in a cave. Like, I'd love to open it, you know, come out, or come in, I mean, and like see what's going on inside this cave, and then be able to walk out and just be instantly in the wasteland. Now, the issue with this, though, is let's say the cave is just a big open entrance. Would that lead to like AI issues where enemies in the caves would be walking out into the open world and not staying inside their caves? That's like an idea that kind of crossed my head, but that's obviously like a programmer's issue and something that they would have to fix themselves, and I'm sure it's easily fixed, or it's probably not even an issue, but it's just an idea that crossed my head. But yes, loading screens are going to have to go very soon, because now, after playing a lot of next gen, just having virtually no loading screens and just being immersed in this action for such long periods of time, or not having to wait that long. I know we live in a very instant society, and I actually kind of hate it, because, you know, you always need something happening right now. But, you know, for video games, it's kind of an exception. You always want something happening, because a lot of the times, like, when loading screens happen, I'll take out my phone, I'll check it, and then I'll pause the game, and I'll keep checking my phone, and it kind of takes you out of the experience. So I want that whole thing gone. I want to be able to not check my phone for a while, you know? So those are the wishes from you guys. As always, this series is created by your comments, so go ahead, post them down below. What do you want to see in Fallout 4? Let me know. We always chat in the comments down below. Speaking of chatting, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. It's important we interact outside my videos. You guys always help me make my videos. Also, if you're shopping on the following websites, keep my discount codes in mind. That's all I ask of you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the return of this series. I hope you're looking forward to more consistency throughout the week, or whatever. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.